Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here today. We're about to embark on a journey, one where you will discover the keys to living with more happiness no matter what life throws your way. First, let's understand something right here, right now. Happiness is not a gift that just shows up. It's a decision, it's a habit you created by the actions you take, by the mindset you build, and by the heart you bring to your life. So let's dive in. Here are 5 steps you can take to lock in your own happiness no matter what's happening around you. Happiness often lives in what we choose to focus on. We can't control everything around us, but we can control what we give our energy to. Choose to focus on what strengthens you rather than what pulls you down. In every situation, ask yourself, what can I control here and what's one positive thing I can focus on right now? Shift your focus and you shift your experience of life. What you say to yourself matters. Your thoughts are powerful. Each one has the potential to lift you up or tear you down. Choose thoughts that empower you. When a challenge shows up, see it as an opportunity to grow, not a setback. When you shift how you interpret life's events, you shift how you feel about them. Gratitude rewires the brain for joy, and it's one of the simplest yet most powerful things you can do. Right now, think about one thing you're grateful for, something you take for granted, something small, something powerful. Make it a daily practice, not just in good times, but especially when life gets tough. Gratitude turns what you have into enough, and that's where happiness grows. Happiness is created by the actions we take with intention. When you pursue something meaningful, something that feels aligned with your purpose, happiness is a natural byproduct. So ask yourself, what am I doing today that moves me toward my purpose? Remember, happiness isn't about waiting for good things to happen. It's about creating them through the actions you take. Nothing lifts us higher than a meaningful connection. Happiness grows when we're around people who bring out the best in us, but it also grows when we give back. When you contribute to others, you're reminding yourself that you have something to give, something to share. There's power in that. Your life has meaning not just for you, but for others too. Friends, happiness is not some distant dream. It's something you can start building right now. Control your focus, train your mindset, practice gratitude, act with purpose, connect and contribute. By taking these 5 steps, you're guaranteeing yourself more joy, fulfillment, and resilience every day. Happiness isn't something that finds you, it's something you create every single day. So let's go out there and create it. When life throws challenges our way, it's easy to feel like happiness is out of reach, but the truth is, while we may not control what happens to us, we do have complete control over how we respond. This is where true power lies, not in trying to manipulate everything around us, but in mastering our reactions and focus. I think about it, life circumstances are often unpredictable. We can't control the economy, other people's behavior, or unexpected changes, but what we can control is where we direct our energy and attention. When we put our focus on what we can influence, our thoughts, our mindset, our actions, we reclaim our power, and that's where happiness begins. Imagine every situation is a choice point. You get to decide if it's going to define you or if you're going to define it. Are you going to focus on what you lack or what you can gain? Are you going to obsess over what went wrong? Or are you going to look for what you can learn and how you can grow? This choice is our power. It's a form of mental conditioning, and just like training a muscle, the more you practice, the stronger it gets. So start focusing on what you can control. Shift your attention from the things that drain your energy to the things that empower you. You'll find that when you consistently make this choice, you're not just coping, you're thriving. Happiness isn't simply about what happens to us, it's about how we interpret what happens. That interpretation, those automatic thoughts we have, is shaped by our mindset. So if we want lasting happiness, we have to take control of our mindset, shaping it to work for us, not against us. Your mindset is the lens through which you view every experience, and it colors everything you see, think, and feel. Most of us go through life on autopilot, reacting based on old habits and conditioned beliefs. But imagine what happens when you take charge of your own thoughts. Suddenly you're no longer a passenger in your own life. You're driving, deciding which way you'll turn, how fast you'll go, and what you'll go, and what you'll focus on along the journey. You become the one who assigns meaning to every event, and with that, you gain the power to turn even setbacks into fuel for growth. I think of mindset as a tool, and like any tool, it can be sharpened. First, you have to recognize the power of self-talk. The things we say to ourselves are more than just fleeting thoughts, they're beliefs we reinforce. When you face a challenge, your mind might default to doubt, telling you, I can't handle this, or this always happens to me. But what if you could catch that thought and flip it? What if instead you tell yourself, this is tough, but I can handle it? Or this challenge is a chance for me to learn. Suddenly, what seemed like an obstacle becomes a stepping stone, something that strengthens you rather than drains you. Another part of mastering your mindset is challenging limiting beliefs. So often we're held back by assumptions about ourselves and what we're capable of. These assumptions act like invisible barriers, keeping us from reaching our full potential. But here's the truth, every time you challenge a limiting belief, you weaken its hold over you. When you push back on the idea that I'm not good enough or I never succeed, you create room for new possibilities. You open the door to beliefs that empower you, that inspire you to take action, and that encourage you to grow. To build a powerful mindset, Start paying attention to the story you tell yourself. Each day, ask, am I framing this situation in a way that helps or hinders me? And when you find yourself stuck in a negative thought pattern, take a moment to step back and reframe it. Ask, how else can I see this? What can I learn here? This doesn't mean ignoring reality or pretending everything is perfect, but it does mean finding a perspective that keeps you moving forward instead of holding you back. Mastering your mindset is about making a commitment to yourself, a commitment to consciously shape your thoughts in ways that align with your goals and values. It's not a quick fix, but a lifelong practice, one that can transform every aspect of your life. When you train yourself to see challenges as opportunities, to turn obstacles into growth, and to approach each day with a resilient, open mind, you're building a happiness that can withstand anything. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools we have for lasting happiness, yet it's often overlooked or treated as an afterthought. The truth is, gratitude is not just a nice-to-have feeling, it's a transformative practice that can change the way we see the world and experience life. Gratitude rewires the brain. Scientific research has shown that practicing gratitude daily has a profound impact on our mental and emotional well-being. When we focus on what we're grateful for, brain releases dopamine and serotonin, the feel-good chemicals. Over time, this practice strengthens the neural pathways associated with positivity, making us more resilient and better able to handle life's challenges. It's not magic, it's biology. The more you practice gratitude, the more you train your brain to notice the good things around you, creating a cycle of happiness and resilience. Think of gratitude as a muscle that needs to be worked. You don't get stronger by lifting a weight. Once you get stronger by lifting it consistently. The same is true for gratitude. When you make it a daily habit, it becomes a part of who you are. Instead of only feeling grateful when things go well, you begin to feel grateful even when life is difficult. This is the power of a gratitude practice that shifts your perspective and changes how you approach every situation. It's easy to be grateful for the big things: a promotion, a new relationship, a successful project. But the real magic of gratitude happens when you learn to appreciate the small, everyday moments. Imagine starting each day by noticing the simple joys: the warmth of the sun on your face, the sound of laughter, the taste of your morning coffee, or even the feeling of taking a deep, full breath. These may seem like small things, but they add up. By tuning in to these moments, you build a foundation of happiness that doesn't rely on external events or grand achievements. You find joy in the present, and that joy becomes a part of your daily life. A simple way to incorporate gratitude is by keeping a gratitude journal. Each day, take a few moments to write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big. In fact, focusing on the small things can be even more impactful. By writing them down, you're not only acknowledging the positives in your life, but you're also creating a record that you can look back on during difficult times. This habit helps shift your focus from what you lack to what you have. And that shift can make all the difference. Another powerful aspect of gratitude is how it strengthens our relationships. When you express gratitude to others, it deepens your connections and creates a positive cycle of kindness. Think about the last time someone genuinely thanked you or appreciated something you did. How did it make you feel? Chances are it lifted your spirits and made you want to give back. Gratitude has a ripple effect. When you take the time to thank someone, to acknowledge their impact on your life, you're not only making them feel good, but you're also reinforcing your own sense of appreciation and joy. Practicing gratitude daily is a powerful act of self-care. In a world that constantly tells us to focus on what we lack or need to improve, gratitude reminds us to pause and recognize what we already have. It's an anchor that keeps us grounded, especially when life feels overwhelming. When we cultivate gratitude, we're building a mindset that sees abundance rather than scarcity, opportunity rather than limitation. And when challenges arise, as they inevitably do, we're better equipped to handle them with grace and resilience. It's a way to create them. When you choose to focus on what you're thankful for each day, you're actively shaping your own happiness. You're training yourself to see the world with an open heart, to recognize the beauty in the small things, and to approach each day with a sense of joy and appreciation. Over time, this practice becomes second nature, and you start to see gratitude not just as something you do, but as a part of who you are. And when gratitude becomes a part of who you are, happiness follows no matter what life brings your way. Happiness is often seen as something that happens to us, an outcome, a feeling we stumble upon when everything is just right, but real, lasting happiness doesn't come from waiting for ideal circumstances, it comes from taking purposeful action. Purpose-driven actions are not only about achieving goals, they're about engaging with life in a way that aligns with our values, passions, and deeper sense of meaning. When we live with purpose, happiness becomes a byproduct, and life takes on a richness that sustains us even through challenges. Purpose gives us a reason to get out of bed in the morning. It's what drives us to push forward when we're tired, to keep going when things get tough, and to give our best even when no one else is watching.
Purpose acts like a compass, guiding our decisions and helping us stay focused on what really matters. Without it, we're left drifting, often feeling unfulfilled, chasing superficial goals that don't truly satisfy us.
But when our actions are rooted in purpose, we experience a sense of direction and fulfillment that brings joy and satisfaction beyond material success or fleeting pleasures. Purpose-driven action requires us to connect with our values. What do you believe in? What are you passionate about? What impact do you want to have on the world? These questions form the foundation of a purpose-driven life. When you understand your values, you can align your actions with them, making choices that feel meaningful and authentic. Instead of spending your time on things that don't matter, you're focused on activities that reflect who you are and what you want to contribute. Every small action becomes significant because each one is part of something larger. One of the most powerful aspects of purpose-driven action is that it creates a sense of fulfillment that doesn't rely on external validation. When you're living with purpose, you're not acting for approval, praise, or material reward. Instead, you're driven by an internal sense of satisfaction by knowing that you're contributing to something bigger than yourself. This intrinsic motivation is incredibly powerful. It gives you the resilience to stay committed to your path, even when obstacles arise or when others don't understand your vision. Happiness in this sense becomes something you create from within, independent of external circumstances. Purpose-driven actions don't have to be grand gestures. They can be as simple as showing kindness to others, pursuing a passion, or dedicating yourself to personal growth. Every action you take with purpose contributes to a sense of happiness because it reminds you that your life has meaning. You could be a teacher impacting the lives of students, a parent raising a child with love and care, or an artist expressing creativity in a way that resonates with others. Purpose is found in all kinds of work and life roles, and it doesn't require fame or recognition. In fact, some of the most purpose-driven people are those who quietly, consistently dedicate themselves to a cause, even if no one else notices. Purpose-driven action also encourages continuous growth. When you're working towards something meaningful, you're motivated to learn, adapt, and improve. Challenges become opportunities to expand your skills, develop your resilience, and deepen your understanding. Each obstacle you overcome brings you closer to your purpose, strengthening your commitment and enhancing your sense of self. Over time, this journey of growth fosters a deep and lasting happiness, as you're not just achieving goals, but becoming the person you aspire to be. Living with purpose also has a profound impact on your relationships. When you're aligned with your purpose, you attract people who resonate with your values and support your vision. Purposeful actions create connections based on shared meaning and mutual support, rather than convenience or superficial interest. These deeper, more genuine relationships contribute to happiness by creating a strong network of people who inspire, encourage, and uplift you. In a world that often emphasizes quick results and instant gratification, purpose-driven actions are a reminder that true happiness is found in the journey, not just the destination. Purpose allows you to approach life with patience, embracing both the highs and the lows because you know that every experience is part of a meaningful path. This mindset helps you stay grounded, resilient, and fulfilled even when things don't go as planned. So how do you begin living with purpose? Start by asking yourself what truly matters to you. What are the causes, people, or projects that ignite your passion? What are you willing to work for, even when it's hard? Identify these areas and commit to taking small but consistent actions toward them each day. Purpose-driven actions are not about perfection or grand achievements. They're about showing up with intention, staying true to your values, and being willing to make a difference no matter how small. When you live with purpose, you're creating happiness from the inside out. Every action, no matter how routine or challenging, becomes meaningful, and every day becomes an opportunity to grow, contribute, and connect. In this way, purpose-driven actions become the foundation for a fulfilling and joyful life, one where happiness is not something you chase, but something you create every single day.
Happiness isn't something we find alone. It's something we create, share, and grow through our connections with others. Positive connections, the relationships we build with people who inspire, support, and uplift us are essential to a fulfilled and happy life.
These relationships give us a sense of belonging, offer comfort in difficult times, and magnify our joy in moments of celebration. The quality of our relationships has a profound impact on our happiness, often more than our achievements, possessions, or status. Investing in meaningful connections is one of the most powerful ways to enrich our lives. When we connect with others positively, we feel seen, heard, and valued. In a world that sometimes feels fast-paced and impersonal, genuine connection reminds us of our shared humanity. It's those deep conversations, the laughter shared, and the simple gestures of kindness that make us feel part of something greater than ourselves. True happiness isn't just about personal success, it's about the connections we form, the people we love, and the experiences we share with them. Positive relationships make us feel alive, and they add depth to our lives that goes beyond individual accomplishments. These connections aren't just about receiving support, they're also about giving it. When we offer encouragement, kindness, or simply a listening ear, we feel a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Supporting someone else strengthens our bond with them and boosts our own well-being. Studies have shown that acts of kindness and generosity activate the brain's reward centers, creating a feeling of joy and satisfaction. In this way, positive connections are mutually beneficial. They uplift both the giver and the receiver. Every time we invest in someone else's happiness, we're also adding to our own. Surrounding ourselves with positive influences is essential. Relationships are powerful because they shape us. The people we spend time with can either lift us up or hold us back. Positive connections are relationships that encourage us to grow, to be our best selves, and to take on challenges with courage. These connections motivate us to keep going when we're discouraged and celebrate with us when we succeed. Being around people who believe in us and want the best for us creates a strong support system that helps us build resilience and confidence. But creating and maintaining positive connections takes effort. In a busy world, it's easy to let relationships fade or take them for granted. True connection requires time, presence, and intentionality. It means being willing to show up not only in the good times, but also during challenges. It's about offering empathy, being genuinely interested in others, and making space for open and honest communication. Positive connections thrive on trust, mutual respect, and shared values. By being intentional in how we show up for others, we create bonds that withstand the tests of time and distance. Positive connections also teach us valuable lessons about ourselves. Through our interactions, we gain insight into our strengths, our areas for growth, and our impact on others. Relationships can be mirrors reflecting both the light and the shadows within us. They challenge us to be better, more compassionate, and more understanding. Positive connections encourage personal growth because they offer both support and accountability. Friends, family, and mentors who genuinely care for us help us see our potential and push us to live up to it. In times of difficulty, positive connections offer you comfort and resilience. Life's challenges are easier to face when we know we're not alone. Having people to lean on who genuinely care about our well-being provides a sense of security and strength. Positive connections give us a safe space to be vulnerable, to share our fears, and to find hope again. They remind us that we are cared for and that together we can get through anything. Building and nurturing positive connections can also enhance our sense of belonging and reduce feelings of loneliness. In a world where many people feel isolated, genuine relationships offer us a reminder that we're not alone. They give us a sense of community, a feeling that we are part of something larger than ourselves. Loneliness can have a negative impact on both mental and physical health, while meaningful relationships have been shown to increase longevity, boost immunity, and improve overall well-being. Simply put, we are wired for connection, and positive relationships are essential for a healthy, happy life. To create positive connections, start by being present. Give your full attention when you're with someone, listen actively, and show that you genuinely care. Small gestures of kindness, appreciation, and encouragement can go a long way in strengthening relationships. Make an effort to stay in touch, even if it's just a quick message or a phone call. Show interest in others' lives, celebrate their successes, and be there for them during tough times. These actions build trust, deepen bonds, and create a foundation for lasting happiness. Positive connections remind us that life is richer when it's shared. Our happiest memories often involve the people we love, and our biggest challenges are easier to bear with their support. By investing in positive relationships, we're investing in our own happiness and well-being. Through these connections, we experience love, joy, support, and meaning, all of which contribute to a life of lasting fulfillment. Positive connections don't just add years to our life, they add life to our years. One of the most powerful sources of happiness is the sense of fulfillment that comes from contributing to others. When we give of ourselves, whether it's our time, resources, talents, or kindness, we experience a deeper satisfaction that goes beyond any material gain or personal achievement. Contribution connects us to something greater than ourselves and allows us to make a positive impact on the lives of others. It's a pathway to purpose, one that fosters joy, resilience, and meaning. Giving is a reminder that we have the power to make a difference. Often in the busyness of life, we can feel small, like our actions won't matter in the grand scheme of things. But when we take the time to help someone, even in a small way, we see firsthand the ripple effect of our efforts. A simple act of kindness can brighten someone's day, lift their spirits, or give them hope in a difficult moment. These actions may seem small, but their impact can be profound. And in that impact, we find a happiness that goes beyond temporary pleasure. It's a happiness rooted in the knowledge that we are part of something bigger. Contribution also builds our sense of self-worth. When we give to others, we recognize our own value and capabilities. We realize that we have something meaningful to offer, and this boosts our confidence and self-respect. It's easy to feel powerless or insignificant in the face of life's challenges, but by contributing, we tap into our inner strengths and become active participants in making the world a better place. This sense of agency, of knowing we can make a difference, builds resilience and helps us find purpose, even during tough times. In helping others, we often find healing and growth for ourselves. Sometimes the struggles we face become a source of wisdom or empathy that we can share with those who are going through similar experiences. By giving back, we turn our pain into purpose. This is one of the reasons why many people who have overcome adversity feel a strong desire to support others. In contributing, they find meaning in their own journey and a sense of healing that enriches their lives. Contribution transforms our challenges into strengths, creating a sense of happiness that's built on growth, understanding, and compassion. Contribution fosters a sense of connection and community. When we contribute, we're not just giving, we're building relationships, forging bonds, and creating a network of mutual support. This sense of community is essential for happiness. By offering support to others, we create a sense of belonging and trust that enriches both our lives and theirs. These connections remind us that we are all interdependent, that our actions matter, that we are all part of a shared human experience. Contribution weaves us into the fabric of our communities, creating a feeling of unity and purpose that enhances our happiness and sense of fulfillment. Giving also has a positive impact on our mental and physical well-being. Research has shown that people who engage in acts of kindness or volunteer their time experience reduce stress, lower rates of depression, and increase feelings of life satisfaction. When we contribute, our brains release endorphins and oxytocin, the feel-good chemicals that enhance our mood and sense of connection. This is sometimes referred to as the helper's high. By giving, we're not only improving the lives of others, but also enriching our own well-being. Contribution is a form of self-care that benefits both the giver and the receiver. To live a life of contribution, start by asking yourself, how can I add value to someone else's life today? Contribution doesn't have to be grand or expensive. It could be as simple as offering a helping hand, listening to someone who needs support, sharing knowledge, or being a source of encouragement. Even small acts of generosity like a kind word, a thoughtful gesture, or a bit of your time can have a big impact. The key is to act with intention and empathy, to focus on how your actions can make a positive difference in someone else's life. When we contribute to others, we're cultivating a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity. Instead of focusing on what we lack, we recognize what we have to offer. This shift in perspective fosters gratitude, contentment, and happiness as we realize that true wealth isn't in what we keep, but in what we give. Contribution transforms our focus from what can I get to what can I give. This simple shift has the power to bring about profound happiness because it aligns our actions with our values and connects us to our shared humanity. Ultimately, contributing to others creates a legacy of kindness, compassion, and positivity. The actions we take today have the power to inspire others, creating a ripple effect that extends beyond our own lives. Our contributions, no matter how small, add to the collective good, making the world a better place for future generations. Knowing that our lives have meaning beyond ourselves, that we've left a positive impact, brings a deep and lasting sense of fulfillment and joy. Contribution to others is more than just a generous act. It's a pathway to a meaningful, happy life. When we make giving a part of who we are, happiness flows naturally. We find purpose, connection, resilience, and peace. We realize that happiness isn't just about what we get, it's about what we give. And in that giving, we find a joy that endures. Physical and mental health are the twin pillars that support every aspect of our well-being. They are not separate entities, but rather intertwined forces that shape our quality of life. When one is neglected, the other often suffers, and vice versa. True happiness and fulfillment come when we make a commitment to prioritize both physical and mental health, understanding that they are equally important and deeply connected. Our bodies and minds are not separate systems, they work together as a unified whole. If we care for them, nurture them, and respect them, they have the power to unlock a life of energy, joy, and resilience. Physical health is the foundation upon which we build the rest of our lives. Without a healthy body, it becomes difficult, if not impossible, to fully experience all that life has to offer. When we take care of our physical health, we have more energy to pursue our passions, handle challenges, and engage with others. Regular exercise, nutritious food, and adequate rest are the building blocks of a strong, vibrant body. These practices increase our vitality, reduce the risk of disease, and promote a sense of well-being. However, physical health goes beyond just fitness. It's about treating our bodies with respect, listening to its needs, and taking preventative measures to maintain optimal function. Connection between physical health and mental well-being is profound. When our bodies feel strong and energized, our minds follow suit. Exercise, for instance, is a powerful tool for improving both physical and mental health. Physical activity releases endorphins, the body's natural mood lifters, while also reducing stress and anxiety. Regular movement improves brain function, boosts cognitive abilities, and enhances memory. It's not just about looking good, it's about feeling good and ensuring our mind remains sharp, focused, and clear. When we take care of our physical health, we're creating an environment where our minds can thrive. Mental health, on the other hand, plays an equally important role in our happiness and well-being. Mental health isn't just about the absence of illness, it's about maintaining a healthy mindset that allows us to navigate life's ups and downs with resilience. Our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions shape our experiences, and cultivating a positive, balanced mental state can have a profound impact on our overall happiness. Mental health involves managing stress, practicing self-compassion, and building emotional resilience. It's about learning how to cope with challenges, build strong relationships, and maintain a sense of purpose no matter what life throws our way. When our mental health is strong, we're better equipped to face adversity, maintain a positive outlook, and stay motivated in the pursuit of our goals. It's the mental clarity and emotional stability that enable us to think clearly, make good decisions, and stay calm under pressure. Neglecting mental health, on the other hand, can lead to anxiety, depression, burnout, and a sense of hopelessness. It's essential to take proactive steps to nurture mental well-being just as we would care for our bodies. Practices like mindfulness, journaling, therapy, and connecting with supportive communities can help us maintain mental clarity, emotional balance, and a positive outlook on life. The beauty of physical and mental health lies in their interdependence. Caring for one helps support the other. For example, when we exercise, we not only strengthen our muscles, but also boost our mental resilience. Physical health habits like regular movement, eating well, and getting adequate sleep help reduce the stress and anxiety that can overwhelm our minds. Conversely, a positive mindset helps us make healthier choices, stay motivated to exercise, and maintain good habits. Mental health gives us the strength to push through physical challenges, while a healthy body provides the energy and stamina to thrive mentally. Taking care of both physical and mental health also means practicing balance. It's about being kind to ourselves, recognizing when we need rest, and learning to listen to the signals our body and mind send us. Overworking or pushing ourselves too hard, whether mentally or physically, can lead to burnout, stress, and a breakdown in both areas of health. It's important to find harmony between activity and rest, engagement and recovery. Balance allows us to maintain long-term vitality and happiness, ensuring we're not just living but thriving. One of the most important things we can do for our physical and mental health is to create healthy routines. Routines offer structure, stability, and consistency, which can significantly reduce stress and help us stay focused on what truly matters. A consistent sleep schedule, regular exercise, healthy meals, and daily moments of mindfulness can create a sense of order in our lives. These routines reduce the mental clutter and allow us to feel more in control. A healthy routine doesn't mean rigidity. It's about finding what works for you, ensuring you're taking care of both your body and mind. Social connections are another key aspect of maintaining both physical and mental health. Our relationships have a direct impact on our well-being. When we feel loved, supported, and connected to others, we experience greater emotional stability, which in turn benefits our physical health. Strong social ties have been shown to reduce the risk of mental health issues like depression and anxiety, while also contributing to longer lifespans and better physical health. Building a support system of friends, family, or communities that inspire and encourage us can be a game changer when it comes to both mental and physical well-being. A holistic approach to health is the most effective way to truly thrive. It's not just about going to the gym or seeing a therapist. It's about integrating care for both the body and mind into every aspect of our lives. It's about paying attention to what we feed our minds, what we put into our bodies, and how we treat ourselves emotionally. When we prioritize both physical and mental health, we unlock our true potential, experiencing life with more energy, clarity, and joy. By committing to holistic well-being, we set ourselves up for a future filled with vitality, resilience, and happiness. Resilience is not just about bouncing back from adversity. It's about growing stronger through the challenges we face. It is the inner strength that allows us to endure hardships, adapt to change, and keep moving forward, no matter how difficult the circumstances may seem. Resilience isn't a trait that only a few are born with. It's something we can all cultivate, develop, and strengthen over time. Life is full of obstacles, and each one provides an opportunity to deepen our resilience. The more we face, the stronger we become, not in spite of our struggles, but because of them. Embracing resilience is about viewing life's challenges not as barriers, but as opportunities for growth and transformation. At the core of resilience is the belief that we have the ability to overcome, learn, and adapt. It's the understanding that we are not defined by our setbacks, but by how we respond to them. When we embrace resilience, we stop seeing difficulties as insurmountable walls. Instead, we recognize them as temporary hurdles that can be navigated with patience, effort, and perseverance. Resilience allows us to take the long view, understanding that even when things don't go as planned, we are capable of finding our way through, growing, and eventually thriving. One of the most powerful aspects of resilience is its ability to transform our mindset. It shifts our focus from what we've lost or what's going wrong to what we still have and what we can still do. When we embrace resilience, we become more resourceful. We stop feeling helpless in the face of difficulty and instead find new solutions, approaches, and strategies. We learn how to adapt our expectations and remain flexible when things take unexpected turns. This shift in mindset opens up possibilities and expands our horizons. Instead of being stuck in a place of frustration or despair, resilience helps us keep our eyes open to the opportunities that exist, even in the most challenging situations. Resilience also teaches us the power of perseverance. It's easy to give up when things aren't going our way, when we're faced with obstacles that seem impossible to overcome. But resilience is the quiet voice inside us that refuses to quit, that pushes us to try again, to keep going, even when the path seems unclear. It's about making progress, no matter how small, and trusting that every step forward is a victory. Resilience doesn't mean we never experience pain, frustration, or doubt. It means we keep moving forward despite them. Each time we push through, we reinforce our ability to endure and grow stronger. At times, resilience also requires us to confront our fears and embrace discomfort. Growth doesn't happen when we stay within our comfort zone, and resilience often demands that we step into the unknown, face uncertainty, and challenge the limits of what we thought we could endure. The most resilient people are not those who avoid hardship, but those who are willing to step up to the challenge, to face the unknown with courage, and to trust in their ability to learn and adapt. By embracing discomfort, we expand our capacity to handle whatever life throws our way. This willingness to face the unknown and to lean into discomfort is a powerful driver of personal growth and strength. Another essential element of resilience is emotional regulation. The ability to manage our emotions during stressful situations is a critical skill for navigating challenges with grace and composure. Embracing resilience means understanding that we are allowed to feel, whether it's sadness, frustration, anger, or fear, but that we don't have to be controlled by those emotions. Resilient individuals experience difficult emotions, but they don't let them dictate their actions or shape their future. Instead, they acknowledge their feelings, process them, and then choose their response with intention. This emotional mastery allows us to remain clear-headed, make better decisions, and maintain our focus, even when life feels overwhelming. Building resilience also involves developing a sense of purpose. When we have a clear sense of why we're doing something, whether it's a personal goal, a professional endeavor, or a passion project, we are much more likely to persevere through difficulties. Purpose provides the fuel that keeps us going, especially when the going gets tough. It's the reason we keep moving forward, even when we encounter setbacks. When we know that our efforts are part of a larger vision, we're more willing to face challenges, stay committed, and keep going despite the obstacles that may arise. Resilience is fueled by this deep connection to our sense of purpose, and it gives us the motivation to rise above the hardships we encounter. Resilience is not something we build in isolation. Our connections with others play a significant role in strengthening our resilience. Having a support network, friends, family, mentors, or colleagues gives us the encouragement and perspective we need during tough times. Resilient individuals don't have to face difficulties alone. They lean on the people who care about them, who can offer a listening ear, advice, or simply a sense of solidarity. Sharing our struggles with others not only helps us cope, but also reminds us that we are not alone in our challenges. These relationships provide emotional support, strengthen our resolve, and remind us that together we can endure even the hardest of times. One of the most transformative aspects of embracing resilience is the realization that failure is not the end, it's simply part of the process. Resilience teaches us that failure is not something to fear or avoid, but something to learn from. Each setback, each misstep is a lesson that brings us closer to success. We stop seeing failure as a personal flaw and instead see it as an inevitable part of the journey. Resilient people embrace failure with grace, using it as an opportunity to improve, to learn, and to grow. The key is not to avoid failure, but to develop the strength to face it, recover from it, and keep moving forward. Resilience doesn't mean that we'll never be affected by the challenges we face. It doesn't mean that we won't feel overwhelmed, discouraged, or defeated at times, but it does mean that no matter what happens, we have the ability to rise again. We have the power to transform adversity into strength, to turn setbacks into stepping stones, and to find meaning even in the midst of hardship. Embracing resilience is about trusting in our own ability to overcome, to adapt, and to emerge stronger. It is an ongoing process, one that deepens over time as we continue to face life's challenges with courage, determination, and hope. In conclusion, the path to greater happiness is not about avoiding life's challenges, but about how we choose to respond to them. By embracing resilience, mastering our mindset, prioritizing our health, nurturing gratitude, taking purpose-driven actions, cultivating positive connections, and contributing to others, we create a foundation for lasting joy and fulfillment. Each of these steps invites us to look beyond the surface of our circumstances and tap into a deeper source of strength, growth, and possibility. Happiness is not a destination, but a way of being, a mindset, a choice, and a commitment to living fully no matter what life throws our way. Remember, happiness doesn't come from what happens to us, but from how we choose to respond. When we master the art of resilience, when we show up each day with intention, when we focus on nurturing the mind, body, and spirit, we build a life that is unshakable in its pursuit of joy. It's not about having everything go perfectly. It's about learning how to thrive no matter what. You have the power, the strength, and the choice to create happiness today and every day. Your journey is yours to shape, and with every step, you can unlock a deeper, more enduring sense of fulfillment. So step forward with confidence, resilience, and unwavering belief in your ability to create the life you desire.